Hi, I'm registered dietitian and nutritionist Wendy Wesley, and I'm here in the St. Petersburg Free Clinic Teaching Kitchen. And today I'm going to make something that is totally vegan and full of protein and full of fiber, and it is a no-bake energy bite. It just has a few ingredients: honey, oats, peanut butter, and then some add-ins, whether that's raisins or nuts or even chocolate chips. These will give you sustained energy for a long time because two reasons: high fiber and high protein. So let's get started, and I will have the recipe below too. It's so easy. So what I'm going to start with are some oats. Let me turn this around. I've got some quick oats. You can use rolling oats, kind of all the same thing. So I have 1.5 cups, and remember, all measurements are always level, not heaping, level. So I have a cup, excuse me, not 1.5 cups, 1.5 cups, 1.25 cups of oats. So that's 1.25 cups of oats, and then 1/3 cup of honey. Now, a lot of people say to me, Wendy, I use honey because honey is better than sugar. And I have to say, you know, honey is not better than sugar. Excuse me, I'm getting a spoon. It's just different. But really, at the end of the day, honey is sugar and sugar is honey. They are each kind of calorically similar. There are a few more nutrients in honey, but we end up using such a small amount, it's negligible. So don't get into the idea that honey is better than sugar. Sugar is honey, honey is sugar, end of story. 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Now this is regular creamy peanut butter. It does have sugar added, which will make these sweeter, but if you wanted to use a peanut butter, a natural peanut butter that doesn't have added sugar, that might be a way for you to cut the sugar from the recipe. That would be using a natural peanut butter. And this is 1/2 cup of this is plain old creamy peanut butter. You could use crunchy peanut butter if you want to get those peanuts in, if you like that crunch. Okay, and I'm added that peanut butter. The other thing the recipe calls for is some vanilla. I don't have any vanilla. I'm going to make it without. If you don't have it, it's not the end of the world. But if you have it, add it. What is it called for? Let's see. It is a teaspoon of vanilla. I don't have any in this kitchen, so I'm just going to omit it. Hey, don't let cooking stress you out. If you're without an ingredient, you know, maybe you don't have to run to the store. Maybe you can just proceed. I do it all the time. A little bit of salt, just a pinch. I'm going to go shaky shake, and that's all I'm going to add. The peanut butter has salt in it, so the salt will add, in the peanut butter will add to this recipe. And then lastly, I chose raisins as my add-on. I talked earlier about some other add-ons: chocolate chips, chopped peanuts, chopped walnuts, chopped almonds, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds. It can be kind of a clean out your cupboard kind of a thing too. So I'm just going to throw these in. It calls for, I'm looking at the recipe, it calls for 3/4 of a cup to a cup of your add-ons. So you could also use dried figs. You could use dates, but the recipe asks that you chop them up. So I have a big spoon. I'm going to mix it all up. So I'm incorporating the oats with the honey, which is a wet ingredient, and the peanut butter, which is a wet ingredient. And this next part of the recipe is very, very complicated. I'm kidding. I'm going to make them into balls. I'm going to put them in an airtight container, and I'm going to put them in the refrigerator and let them sit and get kind of set up in the refrigerator, and that's it. Really, I'm done, except for the rolling part. The recipe does say that if things are too sticky, I can add a little bit more oats, because oat is the dry ingredient, to make it less sticky. If it's not sticky enough, I can add just a little bit of water. That's what the recipe will have. Okay, so I have incorporated all of this, and here's what it looks like. Okay, let's pick my spoon. This is my honey spoon. I'm gonna, I'm gonna do a rounded teaspoon, is what it says. So about that much. And let's see how these shape up. Okay, they're a little sticky, but not bad. Not bad. I think I've got the consistency right. So you see, I've made a ball, and I'm going to set it on a plate, okay, for you to see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in a Tupperware and put them in the fridge. Let them set up for about an hour, and then I'm going to give them to the folks next door. Our health clinic is over next door. They're working hard seeing patients, so I'm going to make these for them and bring them next door. Let them set up for an hour and give the hardworking folks over at our health clinic a little energy bite. Again, these are marvelous because high in protein from the peanut butter, high in fiber from the oats, and you've got some fiber also, and also great nutrition in the raisins, a little bit of sweet. And so give these a try. It's just a couple of ingredients. You saw how quickly I put it together. And give these a try. And these can be a great substitute for chips and cookies and candies. These have better nutrition. They'll stay with you longer, keep you full longer, and keep you off that carbohydrate, sugar graze. I call it the constant graze that just sends you into the kitchen, you know, every 90 minutes to an hour looking for something that's low fiber, high sugar, highly processed. Let's get that out of our diets and stay healthy during this time. I'm Wendy Wesley. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist, and I thank you for listening. Okay, bye-bye.